The University of the Bahamas, UB, is the Bahamas' top tertiary education institution, with an exceptional legacy that is more than 4 decades old. UB has tens of thousands of proud and successful alumni contributing across the entire spectrum of the Bahamian experience, locally and around the world. Independent research shows that UB has top-of-mind awareness among Bahamians, with more than half the university-bound student population in the Bahamas choosing UB. In addition to affordable tuition and the availability of scholarships and financial aid, the high quality of a UB education and the strength of our academic programming continue to advance UB even as we work to fulfill our national development mandate. It is clear that UB is a deeply embedded and integral part of the Bahamian community.
This is a country made up of large and small islands that are spread across 100,000 square miles of the most beautiful waters anywhere. The University of the Bahamas system is very, very fortunate in that we consider the entire country our campus. This year, we've actually fulfilled one of our founding fathers' biggest dreams. Sir Lyndon Oscar Pindling, who was the first Prime Minister of the Bahamas, he knew back then the transitioning to a University of the Bahamas was going to be the key to further development of the people of the Bahamas as we grow as a nation.
And the transition from college to university continues to energize the institution. Significant changes are taking shape on the Oaksfield campus, at our Northern Bahamas campus in Grand Bahama, and elsewhere around the archipelago.
For a knowledge-based economy to really flourish, you have to have 4 prerequisites. High levels of academia. That's where the University of the Bahamas comes in. A lot of research and development, policy infrastructure in place, and you have to have the financing to finance all of this. The University of the Bahamas is the key element in all of this, and human capital is the primary ingredient, and that consists of knowledge, education, and technology. So those are things that we need to focus on moving forward at the university, because that's what's going to take us along that path, allow us to ride that wave of this new knowledge-based economy.
As our new buildings and programs are coming on stream, UB remains committed to sustainable development. The GTR Campbell Small Island Sustainability Research Complex at the Oaksfield campus in New Providence will focus on sustainable development, as will UB academic programming in Exuma and Eleuthera. The SIS complex, with its state-of-the-art lab facilities, will also host UB's programs and courses in food sciences and technology. UB will be the lead institution in not only exploring the natural gifts of the Bahamas, but will also find new ways to maximize ecologically sustainable oceanic energy resources for the full benefit of the Bahamas. All this while adding to scientific research for the benefit of peoples around the world. The increasingly central role UB is to play in the country's development was underscored by the renaming of Thompson Boulevard to University Drive. During the renaming ceremony, it was said that the Bahamas is being built around the university. And in a sense, the new university will be built around the new $100 million 1,000-bed multi-purpose residential facility. That facility will be at the heart of the revamped student experience at UB and will make UB Oaksfield a global campus.
One of the greatest competitive advantages that the Bahamas has, besides its awesome natural beauty, it's its size. We are uniquely positioned to be the petri dish of ideas for the world. And I believe that the University of the Bahamas is uniquely positioned to be the idea generator, if you will, and the incubation lab of the Bahamas. We have top-notch faculty, a great deal of talent around the table. We have top-notch facilities. We have an engaged student population. They are hungry. They are bright. They want to move forward. They want to move this country forward. UB, working in partnership with other Bahamian organizations, whether they're non-for-profits or foundations or other schools, as well as with international players who come to our nation, can really play the pivotal role of bringing together that talent and working toward a common goal.
The UB North Campus is actually going to help to stimulate expansion in that entire area. And we're going to see a college town begin to pop up around the University of the Bahamas campus in Grand Bahama. We want to be able to maximize the resources in Grand Bahama to help to define the kinds of academic and centers of excellence programs there. Mechanics, for instance, engineering, technology, entrepreneurial studies. That's where we want to put our largest business incubator for the entire country, where students will be able to go to Grand Bahama, study for an entrepreneurial studies degree, but also start a business, get all of the help they need to start a business, get the support they need to get the business going, and then either take it back to their respective islands or expand in Grand Bahama or elsewhere.
UB exists to serve the Bahamas first. Nowhere is this more evident than in the work we do to ensure that we achieve our mission to provide access to higher education for all Bahamians across the length and breadth of the archipelago, like our summer bridging program.
Summer bridging was my second chance, and it helped me because I haven't passed math since grade 8. No, seriously, after my teacher died, my math skills died with him.
Coming up from out of high school, I was unable to achieve all of my BGCSEs. I had a downfall in probably 2 of them. I was actually delighted that I was actually offered a second chance.
The summer bridging program dramatically changed my life because I could have been at home, not going to college, looking for a job.
We watched Finding Dory, and she said, just keep swimming, there's always another way. I wanted to show my baby that he don't ever have to give up, because I didn't give up.
As our athletics program grows, the UB partnership with the National Sports Authority brings the nearby Queen Elizabeth Sports Center into the UB campus system. The Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium, the Kendall G. L. Isaacs Gymnasium, and the Betty Kelly Kenning National Aquatic Center are all part of that system, much to the benefit and pleasure of UB student athletes. In all that goes on in our classrooms and labs, on our fields and stages, and at student centers and service learning projects, the aim remains the same: to develop the human capital that the Bahamas needs to embrace its standing in a global economy. This is the mission: to advance and expand access to higher education, promote academic freedom, drive national development, and build character through teaching, learning, research, scholarship, and service. The master plan provides a strategic horizon for the physical development of UB until 2025. This is based on a 25% growth in student enrollment. 25% growth means much more student enrollment than the current 5,000 registered each year. With expanded academic offerings for students, there is a need for improved infrastructure, more classroom and lab spaces, student service centers, administrative accommodations, student housing, and athletic and recreational facilities. Our transformation will leave an unmistakable footprint on the Bahamas. That transformation will pay homage to the strong sense of community and noble roots of the University of the Bahamas.
I feel a sense of pride that we have accomplished this together. So many people were involved in making this happen. And for so many years, this started actually a long time ago. The goal of becoming a University of the Bahamas started over 40 years ago. We want to create a world-class university here in the Bahamas. We have all the ingredients to do so. We have all the support to do so. And so my focus is now totally on the future. We've accomplished one thing, we can't dwell on that. We have to keep moving forward.